I have a green.
I have revolution.
Green revolution.
In the early of 1900, the scientists estimate that the world perhaps has 6 billion of world population by the 21st century. However, there is a dramatic growth in the world population, but the agriculture growth only able to grow in a linear rate, and that is impossible to feed such number of population with the limited resources. Hence, the agriculture have to be transformed. And Dr. Norman Borlaug is the father of Green Revolution, and he have saving over 1 billion of people from the starvation by involving the development of the high yield crop ration. And actually, Green Revolution can be defined as a big increasing in the crop production in developing country by using the artificial pesticide, fertilizer, and also the high yield crop ration. And Green Revolution has started in 1942 in the Mexico, and it's successful of producing more fruit production have caused the Green Revolution technology spread over the world. In the early of 1916s, Dr. Norman have started the Green Revolution in the India, and this has led to increasing of food production in the country. And this not only made the country itself self-sufficient in the food grain, and it also export the food to other countries. In 2006, India have exported 4.5 billion of the rice all over the world.
Green evolutions allows agricultural operations on a large scale. The Green Revolution has brought farming to a massive scale. Looking at the previous agricultural sector, crops that were grown in huge volumes are only those that require extensive human intervention to grow healthy, which means that it was not that easy. But now, we have made things easier, where most crops are being grown on an industrial scale even by the smaller farming community. Besides that, it has the potential to be able to grow any crop anywhere. This innovative farming process has made it possible for agriculture to be done almost everywhere. Though you still cannot grow potatoes on the beach, you will be able to utilize most types of land to grow crops with it. This means that farmers do not have to be at the most fertile lands to be able to do their thing, as the Green Revolution has made it possible for agriculture to be more doable everywhere. Lastly, it eliminates the need to fallow lands. This agricultural method has allowed farmers to replant similar crops without fallowing their lands, which is known to be a costly process. Though there are some crops on which soil still need to be fallowed, the Green Revolution has certainly made farming cost efficient.
So, what are the drawbacks of Green Revolution? First, it can cause pests and weeds to develop hazards. This modern method of farming is believed to cause the emergence of poisonous weeds and pests that are difficult to control. Aside from this, there is also the concern of cross-pollination between genetically modified organisms and traditional plants that could result in invasive species. Secondly, it employs monoculturing. One of the biggest arguments against this modern technology is that it uses monoculturing. This practice is known to require large tracts of land, which are not often available. Intensive amount of fertilizers and large volume of water bring about difficulties to the farmers. Lastly, it would have also difficulties with different soil type by location, as the Green Revolution does not take into consideration of the type of soil for farming, only considering the area and doing what it needs for crop cultivation, it does not do anything to ensure soil fertility is replenished or retained. The Green Revolution indeed had its set of advantages, but its disadvantages are also worth noting. Based on the facts listed above, do you think this modern farming method is beneficial to use in society today or not?
The solution to green revolution is through biotechnology. Through the use of biotechnology, it can produce new strains of genetically modified crops such as maize, rice, and even other crops. These genetically modified crops, they will give a higher yields and they will have a higher nutritional values because they will contain minerals and also vitamins. For examples, some strains of wheat were modified to contain a high level of proteins to compensate the lack of proteins in the humans' diets. Besides that, biotechnology can create genetically modified crops which is resistant to lethal plant diseases. Another major breakthrough in the biotechnology is the development of dwarf wheat plants. Actually, the gene is introduced into the plants to make them shorter. So the dwarf plants, they are practically smaller and shorter than the old shoulder high strains of crops. The shoulder high strains of crops, you can call it as tall plants. These tall plants, they will bend in the wind. They can even fall over or break in the presence of heavy use of fertilizers and under the strong winds and rains. And next, all the tall plants, they aren't sustainably productive as the dwarf plants. So the new dwarf plants are actually waist or knee high so that they can stay erect, and all these dwarf plants can help out huge loads of grains. So this can increase the yields, where the yield can be boosted even further.